Wu, and I'm serving as one of the Secretaries General for the 2021 International Students Model United Nations Conference. It is my honor to welcome you to the ISMUN Conference, and I am beyond excited to see what each and every one of you have to offer to the ISMUN Conference. Whether it be giving eloquent speeches that foster fruitful debate or being a warm-hearted delegate who builds friendships throughout the conference, I know that you will add something special to the conference. Just a year ago, I would have never expected to lead such a large-scale conference. When COVID-19 first hit my world, I was utterly disappointed because it meant giving up many fun activities such as Model UN. For months, I would entertain myself by taking up eccentric hobbies such as learning calligraphy writing and watching hours and hours of skincare videos just to kill time. But everything changed after I discovered that people around the world had discovered a new way to participate in ISMUN conferences despite the COVID-19 pandemic, and that was through Zoom. At first, I wasn't too pleased with this idea, as you might imagine. I thought to myself, this could never compare to the in-person conferences that I'm used to attending. But after a few close friends of mine started joining these online conferences, I eventually gave in to peer pressure and decided to take part in one as well. When it was finally time to debate in my first online committee session, I frowned, convinced that I would not have a good time. And at first, I was right. I was not satisfied with how the committee was run. I stared at the screen for an hour and a half and watched delegates speak, not really getting that in-person interaction that I was used to. But when the second committee session started, that's when debate really took off. Me, being the natural debater that I am, immediately became interested in discussing the ECOSOC issues. And soon, I found myself losing track of time and constantly raising my placard to speak on the issues I was passionate about. By day 3, I felt like a real UN representative. I quickly adapted to Zoom etiquette and confidently led my block to pass 2 working papers. All in all, my first online ISMUN conference couldn't have gone better. Then, months passed, and to be completely honest, my strenuous schoolwork made me completely forget about that inspiring international ISMUN conference that I had been so passionate about. However, my passion for international ISMUN conferences was reinvigorated when the local ISMUN conference that I was always used to attending was canceled because of COVID-19. Deeply saddened, I said to Hannah, I wish we could just create our own to make up for the conference that was canceled. From that one statement, ideas sparked, and that same passion I felt during my first international ISMUN conference reignited. After just a week of discussing this international ISMUN conference that we planned to host, we had already created a website, a conference timeline, and a chair applications page. We were lucky enough to have a good number of people to apply to be chairs, despite this being a newly founded conference. After selecting our staff, we underwent months and months of meetings, whether it be choosing our topics, writing topic guides, or practicing parliamentary procedure and mock debates. For the past 5 months, this unstoppable group of brilliant leaders have poured their hearts into writing the topic guides, as well as familiarizing themselves with the rules of procedure. These staff members have not only pushed themselves to become better leaders, but they have also pushed me to become a better Secretary General and public speaker. And for that, I'm very grateful. And after all these months of preparation, we finally made it. Here we are, after 7 months of meetings and preparation. It's almost unreal to say this. Overall, this has been a real journey for me. And I tell you the story of our ISMUN conference to say that if you put your mind to something, you can make it happen. This week, you don't have to do anything extravagant. You don't have to walk away feeling inspired to create a ISMUN conference of your own. But I do hope that you take away something from this conference. I hope that this week, you put your mind to something and do it. Whether it be something as small as finding the courage to speak up in a committee, or something as big as being inspired to create a ISMUN conference of your own. Thank you, and I look forward to seeing you all in committee.
Greetings, delegates. My name is Hannah Morton, and I'm beyond excited to serve as one of your Secretaries General for the ISMUN Conference. I am so excited to see you all here, and I hope that through this weekend you will grow to love Model United Nations as much as I do. When I attended my first Model United Nations conference as a freshman, I felt the same way a lot of you probably feel. Absolutely petrified. I didn't know anything about parliamentary procedure, and I barely knew anything about the topics. And when I finally spoke, I was so quiet that my chair had to ask me to speak up. Needless to say, I didn't gather the courage to speak up again. But even in that first terrifying, unspectacular Model United Nations experience, I recognized that I had a missed opportunity. Afterwards, I felt so much regret over not finding the courage to speak up in committee. However, I was able to turn that regret into motivation. For my second Model United Nations conference, I returned ready to excel. I spoke at every possible opportunity, asked questions until my chair gently reminded me that I was allowed to stop, and alongside the other delegates in my committee, wrote a 10-page working paper. And when I was recognized for the Best Delegate Award, my chair announced me as the girl who wouldn't stop talking. There was clearly a night and day difference between the delegate I was in my freshman year and the delegate I was in my sophomore year. I tell you this to tell you one thing. I have been on both sides of the spectrum. I have been both a first-time delegate who refused to talk, and I have been an over-prepared, overachieving delegate determined to win. And both are extremely valuable. If you're too scared to speak, you'll still be listening, absorbing information, and learning about important global topics. If you're extremely prepared and extremely confident, you're contributing to substantial debate and helping make ISMUN the best conference it could possibly be. And if you're the third type of delegate, the one who's just here to have fun, you'll at least get a chance to meet some of the spectacular people who are a part of this conference. Regardless of whatever type of delegate you are, you contribute to the greatness of this conference, and I'm so excited to have you here. Finally, I strongly encourage everyone here to step outside their comfort zones and make friends that will last long after this conference is over. And if there's anything that Model United Nations can teach us, it's the importance of friendship and harmony to develop a more stable, more unified world. Thank you, and I look forward to seeing you in committee.
Dear delegates, staff, sponsor teachers, and honored guests. My name is Emily Heiler, and it has been my privilege to serve as the Undersecretary General for Zone 1 over the last couple of months. Firstly, I would like to acknowledge that this conference could not be made possible without our two amazing Secretary Generals, Emma and Hannah. Thank you for putting this vision into reality. This conference cannot be possible without you, so thank you. Next, thank you to our chairs, who wrote and edited countless background guides over the last couple of months. Over this weekend, the chairs will be guiding you through debate, whether that be discussing the Somalian Civil War or simply improving children's rights in Socha. Thank you. And finally, to you, the delegates, whom this conference would not be possible. Thank you so much for signing up for this conference. We here at ISMUN Zone 1 truly hope that this conference will be filled with debate, diplomacy, and collaboration and friendships that you will make for a lifetime. So without further ado, thank you, and welcome to ISMUN 2021. Aloha! My name is Emily Heiler, and I am serving as the Undersecretary General for Zone 1. A little bit about me. I'm currently a junior at Iolani School in Honolulu, Hawaii, where I really enjoy participating in Model United Nations, and I have done so for 3 years.
Oi gente, tudo bem com vocês? So, hi everyone that was just me saying hi, how are you? So, my name is Milena, I currently live in Brazil and I'll be your aunt's chair on ISMUN. I'm really excited to meet everyone, and yeah, that's just a little bit about me. Once again, I'm really excited to meet you all, and I'll see you at the comedy. Bye!
Hello, my name is Rustin Schoen, and I am a UNSC chair from the United States.
Greetings, delegates. My name is Matthew Kim. I'm one of the SOCUM chairs for ISMUN this year, and I attend Oakton High School in the United States.
Good afternoon, fellow delegates. I'm Anirudh Manta, and I'm your chair for SOCUM and ISMUN this year. I'm currently a freshman at Thomas Jefferson High School for Science and Technology in Northern Virginia in the United States. I'm looking forward to seeing what great points you guys bring in committee.
Hola, I'm Alina Castillo. I'm a co-chair for ISMUN and I'm from Costa Rica.
Hi everyone, I am Annabelle Patrica and I'm the logistics coordinator for ISMUN as well as one of the Zone 1 WHO chairs. And I live in the United States of America.
What is it like working with the ISMUN staff? The ISMUN staff are some of the most hardworking and dedicated people towards this activity of Model United Nations. They're always ready to lead debate, and you are going to work with some of the most dedicated and hardworking people who are going to be leading you through these hardworking issues. To all of the chairs, thank you for making my time as Undersecretary General enjoyable.
Hi everyone, so I just wanted to say once again, my name is Elena, I'm from the ALS chair, and I'm really excited to meet everyone. Really, I'm so excited for ALS, and I'm mostly excited for ISMUN, obviously. So I think what I'm mostly excited about is probably getting to know everyone from all of the different cultures. So that's actually just my second international Model UN, and the first one as a chair, so I'm really excited to just meet everyone, meet the new cultures, and just get to know a little bit about everyone. So I think that's pretty much about it, and I'll see you at the comedy. Bye!
The thing I look forward to most during this conference is seeing you all learn and work together. The issues we'll be discussing are of an extreme importance on a global scale, but locally, the connections and friends you make will be just as important to your learning and growth as an individual, and I hope that you have fun and make friends along the way.
My favorite ISMUN memory was writing the background guides for this conference. The topics of SOCUM are very complex. Each of them was chosen specifically because they didn't have one sole perpetrator given issue, which is why my coaches and I took time to examine this topic from a lot of different aspects and a lot of different layers. In committee, we hope that each of the delegates would take this to heart, examining the topic from many different points of view and pushing their agenda through good speeches and diplomatic leadership. Thank you, and I look forward to seeing all of you in committee.
Well, I would say my favorite ISMUN memory was meeting all the new people throughout this experience preparing for the conference. I got to meet great new Zone 1 chairs, along with meeting Hannah and Emma, and most of all, I got to reconnect with one of my middle school friends, Matthew, who I am co-chairing this conference with. And in general, it's just been very fun every Saturday working hard to make this conference come true.
For ISMUN, I had the opportunity to work with people from across the world. This way, I was able to learn from their experience in MUN in different countries and learn from their different perspectives. It also presented a challenge since we had to adapt to the different time zones, but overall it was a great experience.
One of the things that I'm looking forward to most about ISMUN is just the ability for so many different people to become connected and learn more about Model UN. Obviously, with COVID-19, in-person conferences have been delayed and canceled, and that's not ideal, but I truly believe that the occurrence of online conferences have given people so many more opportunities to connect with new people and learn different methods of MUN, and just so much more than they would have been exposed to otherwise, and I think that's truly incredible.